Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Coach Ernie is going to be talking about trade probabilities, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description to join the world's #1 Zero DTE trade destination. Enjoy guys.
So after hundreds and hundreds of trades doing zero DTE, the original with the original kind of specs of a 1 to 9 risk to reward, about a 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio, I have developed some really pretty good idea of what are the odds of me making certain types of moves. And they boil down this way. So let's say that you start off from here and a move to here, and then I'll make another delineation from here to here. I'm going to call this zone 1. I'm going to call this 2, and I'm going to call this 3. We'll call this zone 0. So at least with the 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio, this is about a 50-50 in terms of profitability, 50-50. I don't have a good handle on what it is once I start moving up into the 1 to 35 range. Now, already my win rate is around 50-50, but it has more to do with me managing some opportunistic trades that move up very quickly. I guess that's always the case. So I don't know if my win rate's going to go down or not, but so far it's been right in that same range. I would expect it to go down closer to maybe 40%. So far that hasn't been the case, because it appears that it's still going to move this way 50% of the time and this way 50% of the time. But in the 1 to 10 scenario, this ended up being about 37.5% over hundreds of trades in terms of making profit somewhere in this zone. And then these two together, this one would be about 10%, but it would also include out here. And then this one right there would be about 2.5%. Based on my Monte Carlo simulations, I would say that this is still, for at least the longer term ones, it seems that breakdown is about the same. In other words, if I were in a much longer term trade, let's say it's, I don't know, 5 DTE, 8 DTE, getting in here is still about 12.5%, which is interesting. I guess that's because I'm still pushing it out from a relative point of view in terms of time, 1 standard deviation. In other words, 1 standard deviation is still right around here. So it looks like maybe that's the case. Even though I push it further out, because I am also at the same time looking at longer dated DTEs, this whole breakdown is about the same still. So that's interesting. One thing I did notice on the longer term DTEs is that you will hardly ever see price move like the way I'm about to show you. Let's say that this is 5 days out. You'll hardly ever see it move like this. 1 here, 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4. And you might see it, and then 5 into here. What usually happens is you'll get like a 1, and then a 2, and then a 3, and then a 4, and then a 5, something like that. You never see this sort of grinding up, whatever. And the profitable trades, you don't know where they're going to be on that 5 DTE. It could be on any one of those days, and it could all be due to a single big move. For instance, you could have a sequence like this. You could have a 1, 2, 3, a 4, and then a 5. That's an interesting phenomenon. You don't know what day it's going to break. Sometimes it will look something like this, where day 1 is like this, then you get a pullback, and then day 2. But that day 1 day on your 5 DTE trade is so good that on day 2, you're compelled to take that gain.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button below. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, remember to check out the link in the description for Ernie's school community.